What is up, everyone? Pittsburgh Weiss Schwarz coming at you with yet another set review. I am joined today by Andy and Brian,
What's up,
Wow.
everybody?
Fancy meeting you guys here.
and our special guest Paru, who has been on the show before.
Hello.
T-
Yes.
today we are doing Kaguya Vol.2. Kaguya Vol.2 is pretty interesting. Sets that come out after a set is banned are always kind of on the more muted side, but there's still some cool stuff. Kaguya was like previously missing a lot of tools, specifically at level 1. And they always had like good zeros, but they got some banned out. So like there's room for the set to add those in, as well as some tools at level 1, as well as early plays and things going forward. But I think
what was the card that was unbanned? This is the runner,
K
right?
K was unbanned. K weirdly does not fit very well into a lot of these shells, but you can definitely force her to fit. K is definitely a card that works best when Chica is also around, because she kind of needs that power pump, and then the plus lets you just kind of try field and go off. So they kind of come as a package. Unbanning K, in my opinion, doesn't do a lot, but we'll see. Maybe English will figure out something unique. K is not yet unbanned in JP, but we'll see what they do on the next ban list. But anyway, let's just jump right into it. Let's hop in with yellow. Andy, go ahead. It's not a brainstorm.
All right, yeah, let's kick it off here. We got this sad trombonist. This is a double rare.
It's actually the name of the card in Katakana is Sad Trombonist.
You're just fucking with me.
I'm dead serious.
When this card is placed on stage from hand, if you have another Shuchin character, he gets 2k during this turn. And when you play him, or when he's sent from stage to waiting room, you can pay 1, discard a card to search your deck. So he's a drop searcher on play and on death. We've been seeing these like double drop search, double drop salvage cards like a lot recently. I think it's like pretty solid, but I don't think I'd run this over the drop searcher you have to run already for the Kaguya combo if you're still running that.
Yeah, this is for like the decks that don't need Hayasaka. It's just
Yeah, if you're playing like more yellow stuff, like a yellow top end maybe, I think this would be like pretty alright.
Yeah,
even
if
then,
you're not playing Hayasaka, I mean, something that swings in at 35 kills something and then lets you drop search on deck, or drop search on death, I mean, is still a fine card.
but is it better than the drop search that always pops back to your hand when you slam? That's always the question.
I think this card is actually competing with the Riki, because if you're playing yellow, you're probably not playing Hayasaka, so you're probably playing the Riki.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like this gets you 2 copies of a level 1 combo or something, but like the Riki pluses.
Yeah, I feel like the double drop search or the double drop salvage is always like kind of a bit like irrelevant. Like you kind of only really need 1 probably, but it is useful to like pay out.
I do think it's good. Yeah,
a reasonable attacker.
It's just competing with Riki, which is really good profile.
I think it's like probably fine. Yeah.
Not bad at all.
All right, moving on. Brian, go ahead.
All right, we've got this Chica level 3. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you may heal. When this choice climax is placed in your climax zone, if this card is in your front row and you have a full field, you may discard a Shuchin trait character from your hand. If you do, this card gains the following 2 effects. When this card front or side attacks, burn 2, and this card gains 1,000 power. When this card direct attacks, burn 3.
It's like a very cheap finisher.
Yeah, that's not horrible.
Yeah.
Well,
just discard to burn.
Cheap. The card doesn't cantrip. It does heal, but yeah, ditch 1 is pretty okay.
I'm getting flashbacks. I'm getting flashbacks from last night playing with the Aaron Titan finisher and attack on Titan, and just even though it's super cheap and heals on play, it was like incredibly hard to get multiple combos off.
Do you think so? Why is that?
I was just having issues because like it's not only just having the stock for it, but like Carmen said, the fact that it doesn't like cantrip or anything means that you kind of just like have to hold all these in your hand and then just puke them out. You don't really have a way to get into them on your kill turn. And the fact that you do have such a cheap combo, right? Like it's really efficient. Like just discard a card and go. But I mean that incentivizes you to be using your stock on like other things throughout the game, not really like holding all your resources for like a combo kill turn.
Sure. Okay.
I don't
I
know.
think-
It just felt like tough in practice to like get triple combo off, or sometimes even double. Maybe I was just having some bad games though. But
This combo, I've definitely looked into it, especially after K became unbanned, like trying to play a deck that did not play the Kaguya top end, and in my brewing, it always came up short. I have not like played the card in Japanese because I was always trying to like make the Kaguya old Kaguya top end work because it's so good. But I think this is fine. I wouldn't like look sideways at this combo, like seeing some play, but I don't think it's very, very good compared to something like Kaguya, which is like it's a whole thing, but pay one, burn one, and free cross turn burns are pretty good.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like Andy said, it's fine. It is cheap, but it's a hand costed combo that doesn't cantrip. So if you're having a little bit of a rough game, it can be a little bit weird.
All right, we can move
Yep.
on here. I got this level 0 Chica. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you can discard a card. If you do, add this 1/1 event from your waiting room to your hand. The event is literally Sword Adventure Time. So you reveal top. If it is character or event, it goes to your hand, and then the get 500 power on your turn only to your board.
it's like all right, I guess. I'm not thrilled with it though.
I don't like swords.
Yeah, I think sword's really whatever.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it
You have to play this card though if you're playing like the all-in.
the all-in
event deck.
event deck. Yeah, you have to, but that deck is that deck has some problems. We'll get into it.
Mhm.
So I'm guessing there's like some other payoff to be running this event.
Yeah,
properly.
there is a finisher in blue that requires you to have 4 different specific events in your memory, which, as you can imagine, even with all of Kaguya's event fixing, bonding, ways to add events to your hand, it is still a ridiculous cost to be able to achieve, and the payoff to do so is not very good either. So the deck is kind of DOA, but we'll get into it as we look at the specific cards. This is a bonder, so if you're playing this event, you probably play 1 or 2 of the bonder.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Moving on. Paru, go ahead.
We got the level 1 U combo. He has a soul trigger, just for anyone wondering. During your turn, he gets 4,000 power, and when he attacks, he gains like the effect to bounce back when he is frontal attacked. If you have the his choice climax in play, so it's like a half Obero, which is kind of depressing.
Yeah, it doesn't get Twin Drive. Twin Drive would have
think-
been nice for this.
Yeah, but like it kind of wants there is like a 8 choice U deck that's like kind of cool, but like it really would have benefited from having access to Twin Drive.
Yeah, Twin Drive with 8 choice is just really good.
Yeah, like as like just a card, it's like a raw plus, I guess. Sometimes, usually, at least it's big.
Yeah, it is 7k and has a soul trigger, so
You can choice him back.
Oh, he does have a soul trigger. That
Yeah.
is
You can use
kinda
choice to
nice.
door your level 1 combo.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool, if nothing else. Other than that, the combo is extremely kind of meh.
vanilla.
The fact that it has a choice trigger makes me like it a lot more. Even if you're just playing it like in a deck without this combo, just as like it's just a free target to get off your choice. You know what I mean? Because usually 1/1s that are on choice, I mean, you have to like pay 1 for it. Where this is like a choice target that you can just play down and attack with.
Yeah,
If you just want like a cheap playable.
it is a costless card that you can salvage with choice.
which are rare.
Yep.
Alright. Moving on. Back to the top.
Is this Chica?
No.
No, her name is Tsubame.
Okay, Tsubame. If your level's 2 or higher, this gains the effect. Pay to rest one of your other characters and this. Choose up to 1 angry man in your hand and put it anywhere on your field. And she's 2,000 power assist to your level 3s. What's Angry Man do?
He is a Musashi that also has on attack stock 2 from Waiting Room if you have his climax in play.
Like a Rushia style summon mission.
Oh no, he's stock 2 from Waiting Room, and then he is the level 3 is also an Oboro.
Yeah, so you can play him again.
Yeah.
So he's not a Musashi.
Well, no, he's a Musashi on attack. So like, he has a
Okay.
cancel burn mill top, and then the climax combo is stock 2 from Waiting Room, and then he gains bounce back until the end of your opponent's turn. So the idea
Okay.
is that you keep stalking to keep paying to summon him back out.
Yeah.
It's neat. It'd be neater if your level 1 combo could twin drive.
Seems kind of medium.
Yeah.
I think it's neat.
Not a huge fan.
You can only summon one at a time, though. I think that's like the worst part.
Yeah,
of this card.
you can't get multiples down, and then if one bounces back, it like sucks.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But you get the big Musashis.
Tsubami's really cute, though.
You just keeps working, dude. That's the flavor. He keeps coming back.
He does.
All right, next, Brian.
All right, we've got Chica in a witch hat, 2/1. When this card attacks, choose one of your other Shuchen trait characters. During this turn, it gains X power. X is equal to the number of events in your waiting room times 1,500. And when this card becomes reversed, if this card's battle opponent's level is higher than your opponent's level, you may stock bomb them. So it is a 2/1 Adachi profile that can pump something else pretty aggressively if you're playing the event package.
Yeah, I like that these kinds of bombs can just get things like super, super huge.
Creamy Bomb is really good when you have the events to
I
support
dig it, yeah.
Hey,
You
it
do
sends,
have
to, it
events.
sends to a different zone too, unlike Remy.
Yeah, Remy is just reverse, but like you could reasonably pump a disgusting amount of power in the deck that this would be played in. It might be somewhere between 6 to 7 events if your deck is low.
Yeah. If you're playing like Pants Choice or something, like you'd probably be playing 6 or 7 events.
Yeah, Pants Choice or like God forbid you're playing 8 Pants. That deck is
that deck's a nightmare.
We'll get there. All right, next. I got this Ishigami. This is the one that we talked about before. So he's on play. He gains Musashi. When played from stage to hand, so the card, the Tsubami that we looked at, summons it from your hand to your field, so you always get the effect. And then on attack, you choose 2 characters in your or events in your waiting room, put them in stock in any order, and then he gains pop back when he's front attacked. So hopefully the card lives, so that you can play a second copy the next turn, or you're able to defend it at 12k. But if they are going to adachi it or something like that, you can pop it back to your hand.
It is a Musashi, like as a floor, which is like a totally acceptable level 3 to put in your deck.
Okay, yeah, I do like me some Musashis, but I'm just giving it the downgrade because I think the combo is like really pretty shit. I don't think you'd want to run it. I think it's like very like a bad choice. And what the hell's going on in this climax art? He's like pointing at this.
He's doing a rap battle. He's in a rap battle.
Is that tattooed on the guy's chest?
He's the pants man.
Yeah, he's the pants man.
I can't tell if he's saying that or if it's like a tattoo on the guy's stomach.
Dude, if only this was on a pants climax.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Bushiro needs to show some self-awareness and just admit that it's a pants.
All right, next.
Wow, okay. So this gives all of your level 1 Chica combo from set 1 and level 3 Chica combo from set 3 1,000 power. And then while you have either of the climaxes that go with those cards in play, this card gains a choice figure. I don't think you'd ever want to play this at like a lot of copies, so that second effect is kind of useless.
I think
And if you're playing Chica Waifu, I don't think you
Chica
play.
Set 1 Chica combo, that's like on reverse salvage or
Pop is a cost 0.
Or on attack kill a cost 0, yeah.
Only in front row.
Yeah.
I do kind of like the level 1 combo, and this maybe makes it a little bit better to like the point of maybe being playable because the finisher's fine. So like
the Chica's combo's problem is definitely power, because I am of the opinion that even against a deck like Obro, I
Yeah.
have done it in practice to everyone who's ever tried to do it to me, actually, Brian included in
I can attest. Yeah.
where if you ever use the pop the cost 0 function on Chica, you have lost the game. You literally lose, because Weiss Schwarz is not a game where disrupting your opponent matters as much as you plussing, especially at level 1 where the game state is fragile and you're on first deck. The plus is infinitely more valuable. So the fact that the card needs a reverse, the card is kind of small, it's only 6/5 with combo, means that this 1,000 power might be something you unironically have to consider. If you're playing Chica Waifu, you definitely play this card. This card is probably invaluable in that deck. You might just have to like chalk it up and run 3 copies, although I think 2 is probably the right amount. But
Yeah.
yeah, the Chica combo needs a lot of fucking help. This probably isn't enough, but it's probably fine, that specific shell.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah. I just think the Chica level 1 is like so bad that like. Would you even play this in Chica Waifu? Just play the new Chica level 1.
The global 1,000 to your level 1 combo is probably extremely relevant. It makes them sit at 6/5. You could like reasonably defend them,
Oh, I guess.
which is more than like bagging
Sure.
up to 8/5 is like pretty relevant.
yeah.
You could like reasonably go again with the card, which is more than they could ever do before. So,
Sure.
all right, next.
Next card slaps.
All right.
Back to Andy.
Yeah. If he's in front row center, he gets 3,000 power, so 4K in your middle row. And when you play him, you can discard a card. If you do, choose one of this event card in your waiting room and add it to hand.
The event gives a character hexproof and Musashi, and then goes to memory.
Ooh.
Yeah, the
event's really good.
the event is very good. The fact that
And
this
the fact that
card
there's a bonder for it is amazing. Yeah.
a bonder that doubles as a plussing 0 when you open it.
Yeah, this is a totally
Yeah.
fine like turn 1 play.
Because you're typically bonding to the event later game in the decks that you're playing this, so the fact that this card is live early
Means you want to have a lot of copies, so
I mean, you
you're
can
seeing it throughout the game.
That doesn't
Yeah.
mean you need a lot of copies. It just means that you're okay with seeing copies of it in your starting hand.
like typically
It's not.
a bonder like this that would run like have a more edge case effect. You would run like a 1 of, and like you'd pick it up, but this lets you run like 2 to 3 as like an auxiliary plussing 0. But then you just have more access to your bonders. Is really nice. It's also yellow. Yellow with this event is like important. You have a way to play events colorlessly in this set, but sometimes, you know, like every little extra bit that helps you like splash a color is nice.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Next.
Is this my
Yeah, it's
card?
yours.
That's
Yeah,
Brian.
it's yours.
Okay. Level 0 Chica. During your turn, this card sits at 3,500. When this card is placed on the stage from your hand, you may discard any card from your hand. If you do, choose one of this 2-0 Chica event.
Happy
from
Life
your
Game.
hand. Yo, Happy Life Game.
The 2-0 Chica event is like a bridge bonder to
3 different events.
3 other different events.
It also gives your characters very interesting traits.
Yeah,
you play
a bunch of flavor traits.
Male distrust.
The 2-0 bonds to the 1-0 event from first set, the Love Detective. It bonds to the 2-2 pseudo money counter, where you have to ditch another event for it to work from this set. And I can't remember what the second one was. I don't think it's important.
That's not a set. Oh, the other one is
It's the
stock
green
character.
one. Yeah.
No, sorry. Choose a character in your level and waiting room. Exchange them. Return a Miyuki to your hand. Play a Miyuki from your hand.
Okay.
So it like turns a card into the level 3 Miyuki. Like
Okay. Effectively. What
yeah,
that would do.
yeah.
Too many
Yeah,
cards.
I think
Being
all the
able to
events are
bond to
pretty
the,
whatever.
I think the Love Detective event's good. That's just the camera, right?
You already have like a bond to that card.
Yeah, there's just a
Oh yeah, that is true.
There is a bonder. Yeah, there's a Ryuji bond.
I don't
there is.
think this is very good. Because
And they
I
really
think the
like
Chica
their
event is terrible.
they like their discard bonds a lot in this set. There's
There's
about 400 of them.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
this is way too many cards to ever function in a deck. I actually hate it. I hate this 2/0 like event bridge. Do not like it.
Yeah.
This is like a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
The
This
only
is-
reason you'd ever play this is to like get money counter.
Well, yeah, but then money counter requires you to ditch an additional event. Like
Oh yeah, you're right.
this reads to me like a fucking Yu-Gi-Oh, like
Yeah.
a Yu-Gi-Oh card.
Yeah, where's
Like-
the secret OP effect in the middle of the card text?
Yeah, where is it hiding? All right, next card. I forget this character's name.
I have no idea who
He's
that
a
is.
I don't
like
remember her
background
name
character. Anyway, 103k. During your turn, all of your other characters get 1k, and then if your stock is 5 or more, all of your other characters get 500
Global
power.
1/5. That's so much
Yeah.
power. Dude, you play down 2 of these, that's global 3k.
For all your set 1 combos that need reverse.
Yo, he's right. How do you rate this?
Seems all right
It's
if
not-
you want it,
it's
I
not-
guess.
If
not
you
the
need,
worst
if you need
thing ever.
power, it's okay. It's not-
Wait, Carmen, this is like almost better than the Chica.
Yeah, it is almost better than the Chica. The Chica's cross turn though. This is, you know what? No,
Oh,
this is
true.
bad. This is bad.
Yeah.
It doesn't do anything meaningful.
Is
Unfortunate.
that even on trait? Is that Shuchen trait?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it is.
I think
Yeah.
so.
should
Yeah.
be.
He's a Shushin character. Definitely a Shushin student. So I'd hope so. All right.
Oh, okay. I didn't know what Shuchen was. If it's
Yeah,
like the school, I
it's
guess.
their
His name is
school.
Carmen.
Yeah. All right. Next. Paru, go ahead.
We got 1/1 Chica. All of your characters in front of all your Shuchen characters in front of this gain 500 times their level, and then you can start up, rest this card, ditch an event to look it up to 4 and take a character to hand.
It's like an Azusa every turn for the decks that are running events but are somehow not running the 2 events that also check 4 and add a character, which
Yeah,
are
it'd be
Love
really funny to
Detective
just-
and the Torch.
Yeah, just ditch Torch to look at 4.
That
This
is funny.
probably an essential card if you're trying to run that like mega event deck with the Chica.
I
and the
disagree,
event
actually.
with
No,
things.
that
I don't
deck-
think you have
that
room
deck-
for cute
That
things like
that
this.
deck runs 4 torches, Andy.
No, but I mean, this just lets you turn your events that are getting clogged in your hand into other things. Like you
No,
can filter out the
Andy.
cloggy events.
But
Andy, when
torches-
you have to
torches
play a
don't
deck
clog you.
that plays like 15 events, you don't have room for cards like this.
Yeah, it's a slot issue.
Yeah, because you have to play some amount of zeros. You're level 3, you're level 1, all your events, and then you're like, oh wait, I have like 10 slots for characters left.
Yeah.
I don't think this makes the cut for that.
We'll keep an event counter. Once we get to the events that are necessary, we will keep a reasonable count of how many events you would have to put in your deck to make that combo work. We haven't hit any of them yet. But that will be a running
The
theme.
event-centric package combo.
I think this
Yeah.
is like unfortunate.
Yeah,
It's still a level assist.
it's in the wrong set. It's in the wrong set. Like this card,
Yeah.
this card could see play in a different set, like easily, but not this one. Next card, back to Andy.
All right. Ishigami.
Yep.
Right.
Yep,
Two
you
more
got it.
other. Nice. If you have 2 or more other Shuchen characters, he gets 15 hundo and hand encore. Wow, it's the most
Yeah, what?
boring fucking profile.
Yeah,
It's
what
the
next?
most standby card ever, dude.
Yeah, it's a silica. Yeah, it's I don't
Got the
know.
card. Yeah,
you
scared
even
girl
run
with
this?
knife.
I think it is maybe better than the one they had before.
Does Kaguya have 8 standbys now?
They always had
it
8
always
standbys.
Oh, okay. Oh yeah, Shadow Man.
They have a traditional like 1/1 that
Love
always
Shadow
has
Man.
encore, and is 7/5
Oh,
red. But
yeah.
maybe you need yellow. So yeah, stand by the rating. Thanks, Karn.
All right, we've got Blushing Chica. Global 500 power to your Shuchen trait characters and act. Rest this card. Choose one choose one card in your level and a Shuchen character in your waiting room and exchange them. It's a level swapper if you need color setting or experience for some reason in Kaguya, which I don't.
Where was
think
this
you
in
really
Milky
do.
Homes?
Well, Kaguya it is an experience deck. Like a lot of the set one stuff is like experience
True,
locked.
the president stuff is, yeah.
Yeah, president has. Well, yeah,
So I guess
might see some play.
maybe it's okay. Yeah, if you need it, it's here. It exists.
These are like one of patches. You need them. They're there. All right. Crying Subame 0. All of your characters in front of this get 500 power. Pay 2 rest. Search your deck for a character.
Dude, she doesn't even have eyes. She has all
I
those
can't believe
tears but no
Akagi is
eyes.
still being printed, dude, in 2022.
They still print a Kaguya. Yeah. You don't need this card. I don't think.
It's almost giraffe.
No, you have way better like searching than this.
Not the worst thing, but Paru.
I miss giraffe.
It's the
Never
blonde
forget
girl
Giraffe.
again. I don't know her name.
Yeah, I don't know her name either.
During your turn, if you have another character, she gets 3,000 power, and she has inherent twin drive. So it's like the Milim from Slime 2.
Yeah, same card.
It's a fine profile.
In 8 choice, you probably have to play this card actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thought process, right?
You could
As
do a lot
choice
worse than
line.
this.
Yeah.
Let's see. This
Next.
profile is also old as balls.
All right. Yeah, real sad boy hours here. Character across from this can't move to other slots, so he's a trapper, and when this card's placed on stage, he gets 1,500. I guess you can trap their like center runner and kill it, but then you're just tying with it, so that's kind of underwhelming.
Yeah,
Be
these
so
are
much
pretty
better
rare.
if you could give a character can't move. So then your Chica
Yeah.
could kill it. But yeah, this is bad. We are well into the chaff at this point.
Mm-hmm. Commons for days.
Ryan.
All right, Chica with 4 arms. Level 1. If all of your characters are Shuchen, this card is 6k, and it has hand on core. Wow. Or
That's
no, it has clock on core.
The novel
Wow.
AI generation error right
Excuse
there.
me.
That's not your waifu, that's a Machamp.
All right, well, if you ever needed to play a Clock on Core for some reason to Clock on Core and Kaguya in the future, this is your card that you look for to play over to infinitely Clock on Core yourself. Because it's
Now
just
we
Miko.
we just need Kanata, yeah.
Yeah, just need literally any reason to play it. All right, 2-1U. If you have another character with Miyuki in their card name, this card gets 1,500 power and hand on core. During turn, it's 10,000 power, so he's 12k. Off turn 2k. And then you can, if you do not have another character with Miyuki in his card name, you can rest this card. Choose one of your characters and turn against the following effect. Card's battle opponent is reversed. You can send that character to the bottom of your opponent's deck.
What the fuck is this collection of effects?
Yeah, this is a dolphin card. The dolphin smacked the effects around. and this is
Idea
what
ball.
came out.
The effect balls, yeah.
Yeah, the card effect balls. This is what came out.
So you have
What?
2 different effects. One if you have another Miyuki, and one if you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's either an assist or an attacker, kind of depending.
Huh.
Well, I mean, he's always an attacker. He always gets the
Oh.
10k.
So I think more often than not, you're probably not going to have a Miyuki.
Yeah.
You don't have any Miyuki back rows or anything.
Then what's the point of this card having 10,000 power? You know what I mean? Because like you have to rest him to do the effect, so he can't use his big 12,000 body.
Well, it's
and
like
attack.
it's like an assist that you can also just say, fuck it, and put him in the front row sometimes.
Yeah, but the
I
assist
mean, I
doesn't do
guess.
anything. This is a 2-1 card removal tap down. Those are like printed at 0. This is not good enough. This is an F. This is a stinker.
Yeah, it's.
Yeah, I guess.
Stinky.
He's 12k though.
Paru.
This is the Chica event that we saw or heard about earlier. It can either salvage the summon event, the camera from set 1, or I guess the
Calling card.
calling card from set 1, or the money counter from set 2. I think you'd use this to salvage the money counter and nothing else, but I don't think it's even worth playing.
Yeah.
I love playing 8
draw it.
copies of calling card.
Just draw it, bro.
I do
Yeah, I'd
not.
probably rather just play the money
You can
counter.
already play 8 copies of calling card.
I love to play 12
Actually,
copies of calling card.
I hate this. Just barely above unplayable.
I'll do one more.
Again, this reads like a Yu-Gi-Oh card, like a weird bridge of like bonds that you don't need because that's not the kind of game Weiss Schwarz is.
Yeah, it's like too much utility.
Yeah, it's
But
just,
like you already have like so many ways to bond to all your different events. This is just like overkill.
yeah. There's no reason to be.
Mm.
All right, Andy, take us home. Last one.
All right, a Miyuki card once again. If you do not have a Shujin character, you cannot play this card from hand. Send it to memory. Choose one of your characters during this turn. It gets the following effects: can't be chosen by your opponent's effects, and Musashi burn. I like this card a lot, and I like the fact that you can run a lot of copies of the card that bonds to this, and then you just go to your kill turn, you play a bunch of these down, and you get them. Turns anything into a finisher. It makes your finishers you already have even better. This card slaps.
Yeah, this card's sick. It's like, from what I've seen, one of the best cards in the new set here.
Yeah, this is like you put this on the old 3/2 Kaguya, and you get 1/3/1 with Musashi behind it, and then it's hexproof, which means a lot in the meta this will release too. So, very good card. Big fan.
Definitely the first thing I'll sleeve up probably. In
Yeah,
this new set.
it's actually the deck I sleeved up and the deck I'm still playing. So it's
It
definitely
seems,
a good
seems
one.
really good. Yeah, staring down
Yeah.
the old like Mikasa style Kaguya combo with Musashi stapled on and hexproof is terrifying.
Yeah, they're just like your opponent throws down 2 of them, and they're like, "Wait, am I just dead?" Like, just you have to cancel so much.
And it's
This comes
cheap
in.
too.
Yeah, just pay 1. Sends itself to memory, so you unfortunately can't bond it back and do it again by design. But you know, helps it have better.
It
effects.
is one of the events
Whatever.
you need for the.
Yeah,
the
this is also
Unholy
the event you need.
package.
So for that event deck, I think you could get away with 2, but you probably play 3 because this probably gets played on your finisher turn.
Well, yeah,
Ideally,
this
right?
makes your finisher
Yeah.
a little bit better because I think that's the only like free finisher in Kaguya.
Yeah,
God,
'cause
fucking play 4.
Homie,
you got a
you're not
bonder.
playing- You're not playing 16
Yeah, well,
events.
Yeah,
No,
we,
no,
we,
no,
we gotta
we're-
talk about slots here.
Yeah,
We're
that's why we're keeping track. So we're gonna give this a rating of. I'm actually gonna write it down. Event deck minimum count, and it is like 2 to 3. We'll be generous. 2 to 3x. You probably need to run. It's probably 3. I'll bold the 3. That is probably how many you need to run to make that deck work. So we'll keep that in mind as we look forward, and we will see you all in green.